twilight dark. Shadows whisper, feel the spark. Lonely paths the woods can hide. Ghosts of memories side by side. Moonlight breaking through the trees, whispering winds, a gentle breeze, silent echoes from the past. Footsteps fade, but echoes last. Moonlight breaking through the trees, whispering winds, a gentle breeze, silent echoes from the past. Footsteps fade, but echoes last. Ghosts of the backwoods calling now, lost in the night they twist and shout. Echoes of time never fade away, in the backwoods they will stay. Ancient songs from voices old, stories of hearts that once were bold. Deep in the forest, secrets lie, hidden tears that never dry. Flickering lights in shadows roll, backwoods whispers lead me home. Silent specters dance and play, guiding through the nights of day. Moonlight breaking through the trees, whispering winds, a gentle breeze, silent echoes from the past. Footsteps fade, but echoes last. Ghosts of the backwoods calling out, lost in the night they twist and shout. Echoes of time never fade away, in the backwoods they will stay.
Hey Raz, what's up? I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to get. I had a different screen up last time I streamed, and I don't remember where it came from. I guess it doesn't matter as long as everything's seeming like it's working. How's everything sounding and look to you? Okay. Just don't know how I got that one window up last time I was streaming. Alright, well, we're not really going to worry about things. We're just going to start looking at some coins for the evening. Gotta move this. At some point, I'm guessing I will get to that screen again, but I just don't remember how I did it. Whether it was in my dashboard or I'm going to start with pocket change tonight. Boy, I just don't know where I got that screen from. I guess it doesn't really matter all that much. That's a terrible one, huh? What's new with you, Raz? It's gotta be somewhere in this. Same old. Well, that wasn't it. I have got to get some of my info up here. I think I'm going to swing this over here. So as I mess with this, I won't lose chat. Yeah, pretty much same old for me too. Figured I'd jump on tonight, do a little searching. I'm going to clean out the pennies and then this handful of pocket change that the wife gave me. Yes, they are. They most definitely are. In fact, we got a couple oaks in the in our actual yard that are already dropping. Like, I can clean them up like daily, and it's ground covered already after I do it. The next day. Let's do pennies since I got my penny notes up. No, that wasn't a penny, that was a dime. How about you? They changing for you? Some of them, it's weird because like some of the trees in my yard will change and some of them aren't changing yet. So like one is, and then like the one right next to it really isn't yet. So it's kind of weird. Depending on the weather, I was thinking of maybe getting out to the land and the property this weekend, but we'll see how the weather holds. We're forecasted for like 80 to 90% rain tomorrow and Saturday. Sunday's my football watching day. And the Packers play early, so when they play an early game, cactuses doesn't really change. Yeah, I suppose. When they play early, they play at noon. So then, by the time the game's over, it's already 3:30, 4 o'clock, and it's starting to get dark. Or at least not with enough time to run out to the property and do anything legitimately efficient or constructive. $77 Philly. We got anything to look for? Not really. My wife said there was an old nickel in this pocket change somewhere, so we'll see if we find one. It's been a while since I've been on, so haven't had a chance to get my fill of looking at coins for like the last week. I wasn't able to pull off my idea of jumping on a couple times a week in the evenings this week, so do something over the weekend. I think our grouse season opens up this weekend, so if the weather did hold, could have got a little hunting in, but doesn't look like it's going to hold. I did pick up football cards. So my plan is I'm going to do one pack of stream. Pick up a pack of the select, I don't know. But I'm going to do one pack of stream for sure. And then I got a command there in the commands that somebody can spend I think it's 100 points and it'll trigger a pack opening of football cards. Kind of like how the slot game 3 of a kind in the slots will trigger a coin roll opening. About 4 more pennies here for this pocket change. And oh, there's a 25. I don't have a whole lot of 25s. Not an overly nice one. That box of score was 27. And that pack of select was like $17. But I know that box of score, the blaster, was 27. And they had mega boxes. And I want to say they're probably $56 for a mega box. The only thing that you're really getting on, well, if you know cards, the mega box, you're probably guaranteed a patch card or a autograph, is it? I don't know if you're guaranteed it, but you're much more likely to get one of those 2 out of a mega box. I don't know if I should keep this 25 or not. We'll hang on to it just for now, just in case I should later. But all those retail boxes, depending on what brand it is, they're all basically different prices for the most part. But all in that $20 to $34, $35 range, I'm guessing. I remember when hobby boxes were semi-affordable. Now it's just crazy. And you don't really get the value out of the hobby boxes now either. I watch a lot of whatnot breakers and stuff. And it's like, wow. Does that wrap the pennies up? Nope, looks like there's one more. 91. Anything to look for on the 91? In my notes, anyways. You must have some trees, though, Raz, that like change and fall, right? Yeah, something that bad ain't even worth looking at. Here's a cool toned nickel. Let's go to my nickel notes. A little better? Yeah, it's a little better. More up on the mountain? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice steps on it still. But it is a 2020. Kind of got cool toning though. I kind of like the look of it. I don't know. Do I hang on to it just because it's kind of cool? Yeah, I'll set it aside. Yeah, this first batch of stuff is coming out of my wife's purse. She always gives me a handful once a week or so. $90.90. I wonder if this is actually just a hair too close. Let's go back there just to maybe get a little bit more in the screen, huh? Birthday year 75. Definitely seen its circulation. Wow, look at how that 9 wore. That's kind of crazy. It's almost like that wasn't a very well struck coin in the first place from the looks of it. That S almost looks like it's some doubling there. Like right up in there where kind of looks split. But not enough for me to confirm it. Looks like Monticello might have some pretty good double striking. Yeah, I think this whole coin ended up with pretty significant double striking or machine doubling or that typical I don't know if that caught me or not, but late stage die deterioration maybe. I think it's kind of a good example of double striking though, because I mean look at the building. You know, that's not post mint damage. Nothing really worth keeping though. Unless somebody wants to argue the point with me. Interesting, but nothing crazy. This is still a kind of a good looking coin for being an 87. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, I saw it. I think you and I probably both kind of agree on that one. I mean, I've got so many good examples of like real significant double dying now, or not double dying, but double striking or machine strike doubling. That's almost like I stopped saving some of the ones that I come across now. Oh, here's the old one must have been talking about. 1941. We'll see what it is when we get to the backside. This one obviously is a save. Let's see, which one do we want? If we 41, well, we want the S at 43 million, but our better shot is the D and the P. The P's at 203, the Denver's at 53, so let's hope for a Denver. Nope. Philadelphia, 203 million. So essentially the worst 41 you could get, mintage wise. Still, it's a keeper though. We keep everything like that. That the last nickel? No, it looks like I got a couple of them. Nope, this is the last nickel. Timma! How you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. Just going through, yeah, it's not in bad shape for a 41. Just going through some pocket change out of the wife's purse. And then I'm going to finish off my bucket, or not bucket, but finish off the last couple pennies to clear out the penny jars. I messed up last night. What'd you do on Whatnot? Buy something you shouldn't have? I don't know why I'm even going to look at dimes. I hate dimes. I don't collect dimes at all, but we'll look at them close just to see if there's something worth on the mint air side worth keeping. Looks like there might be 10 dimes or so here. Uh-oh. Do I ask how much of a bid? Bought a coin. Was it one of those bids that you bid but you never think you're really going to win it at that price because you think somebody's going to outbid you? Or was it like a true accidental swipe? I've done that a couple times. Accidental swipe. $92 coin. It was a totally an accidental swipe. Been there, done it. I can't say I've done it for 90 some bucks or worse than that. Actually, I've done it on a couple comic books that, you know, probably, I think I bought one accidentally for 20 some bucks or something. But I've never been in like a $90 to $100 accidental swipe situation. After I did it once, I learned to like keep my fingers away from the screen and don't even mess with my phone if I'm on my phone as I'm watching one. Oh, you and me both. For the right coin, yeah. I mean, and there's certain coins that I just want. I got a whatnot buy coming actually. I'm guessing it'll be here. We only get mail tomorrow and Saturday. It might not be around till Monday, but I'll do a mail day opening for it. Wasn't an expensive coin. I think I paid $40 for it. Maybe not even that. Probably 40 something with shipping. I don't even know why I look at dimes. I don't even collect them. Maybe I'll accidentally find something. To tell you the truth, I don't even know. I don't know the dimes well enough from a mint error side of like this year has this on it as a possibility and stuff. That's how unattached to dimes I am. What do I got? 2 more dimes? 1 more dime. And then we'll do the quarters. I mean, I suppose it's always good for me to just look at my dimes for a year and mint mark wise, pass up something that's decent. Just because you don't like dimes. Pay attention better. I mean, are you okay with having the coin though, or are you going to try to flip it? Or at least try to get your money back out of it. I gotta pull up my... I don't even know if I have a quarter error document. Oh, I do. Got something I can reference anyways. Oh, you might go for... So you really have no desire for the coin at all then. It was completely a accidental buy then. Kind of cool toning on this. No die chip in the hat. How did it go? How did it end up 90 some bucks then on your accidental? Were people bidding it up way beyond what it's worth? Or did the seller actually start it way too high? There were people bidding it that far over value. Yeah, you would think that would make sense. I mean, I sell on Whatnot too and stuff, and I don't think there's any cap or anything like a seller can like work into the settings or something like that. Not that I know of, anyways. Of course, I don't really sell. I don't do a whole lot of lives on Whatnot. Occasionally, I'll pop on, but I don't. I just made a timed message. In fact, oh yeah, there it just hit where I just threw my Whatnot marketplace in a message where I'm just putting on coins slowly and putting cards on. I'll probably put some comics on it and stuff. All the kind of things I collect. It's an 83. PCG certified and need to push it. So it's people that really don't kind of know what they're looking at then, and they don't research a coin. Oh, I didn't realize this was in these. 1 year shy. Gosh darn it. '65s have a DDO and a DDR. There's a couple struck on dime stock. This definitely is not dime stock. Always seems like find a lot of 65s. You're always 1 year off. Market is a lesson learned. How many? I'm curious as to how many people were like, in the process of getting it bid up to 90 some bucks when it should have been a $30 coin. You would think there'd be somebody in that room that would say, we're about 60 bucks over value on this. Four or five. Oh, so a lot of coins in whatever stream you were in actually did go for cheap. Oh, several in one lot. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. $67. What do we got to look for? 67. DDO, DDR, struck on dime stock. This is not dime stock, and I don't know where the DDO or the DDR is going to be without looking it up in the book. We'll just see if we see it, and then if we see it, we'll double check it with the book. There's 9 coins and 5 paper. Well, unless somebody says differently there, I don't see it on the DDO. And we're probably looking at it being too worn for DDR.
I was born up in the mountain, raised by an old grizzly bear. I was born up in the mountain, raised by an old grizzly bear. I was fed by Mother Nature, and I breathe fresh, clean, natural air. I rose up with the sunlight.
I agree with you, Tim. I did not see anything there either.
I rose up with the sunlight, and the moon, she called me to sleep. My dreams came by to guide me, but they were not mine to hold or to keep.
On this 23, or how many coins back? On Eleanor? Where do you think you see a scratcher by R in America?
By the time I was 3, I done had me my first kill.
Scratches, I'm thinking.
For surviving, some blood surely had to be spilled.
That looks like it's like a scratch. That's definitely a scratch.
By the time I was 10,
That looks like some type of clash,
raced all alone.
if that's what you were looking at there.
By the time I was 10, I was left out in the forest all alone. Well, Master Death came by to see me, but I told him I wasn't ready to go. No. You can take your skull-bone face and leave on out this place. I ain't gonna go. Hell no. I'm gonna live. Go back to the river Styx. I ain't gonna go. time to die, no, leave me alone.
Yeah, I think there were scratches. I don't know if come to think of it. I don't know if I've seen a whole lot of like real good die cracks on any of the newer stuff. I don't know if I've even seen too many people doing anything like talking about them and stuff on YouTube about like cracks. Couple more pocket change quarters and then we'll just get into my pennies that I was planning on doing for the night. Oh yes, you're right. Point given. There is the spitting horse. And then, so now that you mentioned that, it's got me thinking. There's got to be a handful of other high, what do I want to call it? Well-known die cracks. Yeah, this 82 is a little beat. I usually throw aside the 83s and 82s regardless. This coin's kind of got nice color. Blank quarter planchet. No kid, nah. In a roll? Or just pocket change somehow? I was like, give me. In a roll, huh? That's a cool find. Well, here's another beat coin. So did she send it to you? Boy, that's got to be some type of maybe acid damage or something. The coin is beat. Oh, she found it yesterday. Is she a coin roll hunter? Typically, or is it just something for some reason she had a roll of coins? Yeah, I was gonna say now that you told her what it is, she'll hang on to it. Last quarter of the wife's pocket change. And then we'll do pennies. Get through the pennies. Oh, she found it in her change. Okay. I was talking to somebody not too long ago about, like, if you're in this hobby, there's no better job than like a cashier or something where you're managing money to some extent. All right, well that's this week's wife's pocket change. I think this is probably the find of the handful she gave me. $41 Philly, about 200 and some million. Not the one I wanted, but still pretty cool. I did not see anything on this that piqued my interest, really, other than the fact that it's a 41. Yeah, she'll give me like a handful of pocket change because she lets it accumulate at the bottom of her purse for I don't know how long, and then she dumps it a handful for me. All right, let's do 80. So here's what I had planned for the night. Set my coffee aside here. So there's just a couple in the 2020 jar. There's probably 15 in the 10 to 19. 2000 to 2009's probably got 15 or so, a couple 90s and a couple 80s. So we'll just start with the 80s, and we will have the pennies cleaned out by the end of, well, probably in the next hour, probably. I gotta switch my screen notes back to pennies. Oh, $2, $2 nickel dollar, almost triggered a dollar roll there, Tim. Do I have dollar? Yeah, I got a couple dollar rolls left. 88D, anything? 88D's got a repunched mint mark. I will not speculate that that's a repunched mint mark. I want it to be better than that if I'm going to call it. Looks like there could be something on that side, but I'm going to call it damage and bypass it. 85D. Another repunched mint mark. Well, there's not enough there to be able to call it. Let me try to clear this up for you guys. There's some damage there, huh? What's that, 85? So that doesn't have to go. Yeah, it was pretty dinged up. Blue steps. Was there blue on the steps? Or was that the coin before that? There it is. Yep. No, that was a coin before that. I didn't even see the blue steps. It is cool though. It's weird how the microscope changes things though. Because it doesn't, I mean, there's your blue step coin. You can kind of see the toning in the right light angle. Kind of is a cool color. I don't know, I'll set it aside. $82D. Suppose I'd better bring out the scale. And this is what, 82 small date. Not copper. $85. Phillies got a clash in the second bay window. I do not see a clash in the second bay window there. Nothing but copper. I gotta grab my copper thing. I'll throw the copper in that. 84D. Should be, there's a DDO on the date. FS 101. I don't see it there. Oh, is it? Is it still kind of focused for the stream there? It's about as good as it gets, I guess. $81D. Nothing really. Still got some brightness. Not to the point of keeping, but '84 Phillies double ear. Not even close. Still kind of a nice looking 84. I don't know if it's gonna be one of my better ones, but we'll set it aside. '89 Denver. Repunched mint mark. I don't see it. I see some machine doubling in the date, though, for sure. Either that or it's just the way the light's doing it. Let's see if we spin it. It doesn't go away. It's actually not a bad looking 89 Denver, at least on the obverse. I think that one gets saved just on the visual side. Half the time I forget it. By the time I get to the reverse, I've forgotten what date it is. 80 Denver. Extra metal on which one did you think extra metal? Another small date. Denver. Because I just tossed the 80 in the bucket. On the back of the 80. We'll see if I can pull the 80 out. The bucket's not that big, so. '82 Denver. It was beat. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to keep going then. Another 89 Denver. Repunch mint mark? Nope. I think the repunch mint mark on this, when you find it, it's pretty noticeable, especially if it's in this good of shape. I mean, I think it's significantly repunched. If I remember seeing info on it. That looked like it had rotation when I flipped it. Not really. Holy smokes, this got some damage. '89 Philly. Another 5 1980s. 88D repunch mint mark. Nope. Another 88D. 82 large date. Three more in the 80s, and then we're going to go to the 90s. See what we can find. I don't know if there's anybody else in the room, Tim, to join you. Well, that makes it difficult. I'm guessing they probably call it copper. So it's over 2.5. Yeah, I think it was you that was telling me that you don't actually lose. Jeez, 88D again. No repunch mint mark. Definitely a very different surface on this one. Oh, I didn't know you didn't lose on gamble either. I thought you lost on gamble. All right, last penny in the 80s. An 89 Philly. Corrosion. Corrosion. Alright, I'm going to dump these in the penny jar. Oh, good. Thought I didn't have it. Alright. You just don't win. I seen some say gamble all and they only lost the 500 they could win. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know half of that stuff with Streamlabs yet very well. You probably know it better than I do. That's looks like probably 12 coins in the 90s. 12 pennies in the 90s, and that's about it. 95D. The PND does have an FS103 In God We Trust, and a in the LIB of Liberty of a DDO. I do not see it there. I think the newer ones are cool when you can see Lincoln in the building pretty well. '99 wide AM shot. No. That would be a negative. '96D. I think it's the Philly that has a DDO. On 99, hold, go back to the reverse. Okay, hold on. I actually set. I'm kind of, when you're in the room here, I'm kind of like trying to put coins in like a semi order. So you can say go back to something. So I will be able to go back to that 99. Die crack. So let's see. 99 Philly. Go back to the reverse. Is that a die crack? Give me some location you're looking. Were you thinking there? Those are two scratches. Top left. Is that what? Oh, okay, we can move on. Yeah, if that's what you were looking at, those are definitely scratches. 93D, kind of a nice one. I don't know, maybe, is it a keeper? This ain't a bad looking 93. It's got a little scratch right there. A little discoloration. Let's see what the reverse says. Is that an I would on the keep of the good? Okay, I was gonna say that's not a bad. I am gonna keep that. That one's going set aside. I think you and I agree on that one there, Tim. 94D. Philly has a FS 801 last extra column. Last extra column, I do not see anything there. Good book coin? Yes, you are correct. It will probably go in my book once I skip my book. I am kind of impressed with that 93. This one's kind of got a cool finish to it. It's like both ends of the building have like sun rays coming out of it. Maybe not so much on the right side. Other than that, nothing to save. $92D close AM shot. Nah, that is a wide AM there, as far as I know. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell. I a lot of time have to go look at a book or look at some type of reference, but that does not strike me as a close AM. Doesn't the close AM almost touch in any version of it? $93. I don't have anything in my notes for a 93. $94. Philly is the last column. We'll just give a quick die check. Kind of an ugly column. On the AM is if you can put a pin between its wide. A close one almost touches. That's what I thought. I have yet to find either one in all of my looking at pennies. Damage there on the steps on that one. Yeah, it's like, okay, so that's more likely not findable then. Well, and since we are on a 98 here, is it, do you know, without me looking up, Tim, is the wide AM find on a 98 only on the Philly? Or, because my notes don't specify, it just says 98 wide AM and 99 wide AM. Or on both mint both P and D. I might have to change my notes if they're not quite right. Kind of cool toning on this if it would have been better coin. Only on P, you believe? Okay, that's what I believe too. That's the way I've always been looking at it, is that they were only on Phillies. Not 100% sure. I'll look it up at some point this weekend. Change my notes if I need to change them. That seemed like it had a little rotation. Nope, just me flipping it terribly. Two more in the 90s, and then we're going to 2000 to 2010. 93D, I got nothing in my notes. Give it a die chip check. What I call it, die chip check.
Well, I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? Found her with another man. I was thrown into confusion. All the world I thought was true.
One more 90s.
Nothing but illusion. So now I'm a liar, I'm a loser, I'm a bastard, and
92,
wondering how
Denver or Philadelphia, close AM.
I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed. Wondering how much lower can I go? Even though I know it's wrong,
Definitely not.
on the world, I curse the lives of lucky men. Into this hell I hope they're
Philly only for 98 and 99. So my notes are right, essentially. So this says 98 wide AM and 99 wide AM. All right.
I was once a good man. Now I'm living in this hell. 'Cause I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go?
Okay, you were wrong. You were wrong on it's only the Philly? So it is on Denver's?
So I'm wondering how much lower can I go?
2000s to 09s. Okay, notes are right. Phillies only. Okay. I don't think there's a whole lot to look for in these early 2000s. I know there's no 09s in this. Looks like there's an extra ear in a 2006. 2000 has a wide AM. I have a note that says 2000 wide AM. Wow, here's a good looking something. Surprised I didn't pull this when I hunted it. 2007. Maybe it didn't look as good as I thought it did. You know, the funny thing is, though, is it's like I keep forgetting that, like, you know, this being a 2007, you know, you're still looking at, you know, how many years old, you know? Probably should keep it as a book, and keep it as another book coin at some point, maybe. This overhead camera really doesn't do coins justice for the most part. That is kind of a good looking 7, and this won't focus for the most part. I'm going to set that aside just because it is in good shape for a 2007. There's another one. Yeah, you know, it's like I said, sometimes my mind doesn't kick in right away that, you know, it is still a 21-year-old coin or a 20 whatever year old coin when you're, you know, looking at these dates. '04. I don't have any. I don't have very many notes at all on 2000s to '09s. I pull all my 2009s when I hunt them out of a roll, and they get checked on the scope during a hunt screens stream for like the extra thumb on the formative years. So short of maybe a die crack or a die chip, there ain't going to be much probably coming out of that jar ever. Because like I say, the 2009s don't even get thrown in the jar during a coin roll hunt. Yeah, once you get one, you'll love it. I mean, it just kind of opens up gives the whole hobby like another aspect once you can get in and start looking at, you know, start chasing the errors and hunting errors and stuff beyond just hunting the year of coins. I mean, it's a time suck, obviously, because look how much time I spend just, you know, I've always said you look at a whole lot of nothing to find a whole lot of very little something. Kind of another good shape. And, you know, this scope wasn't that bad, Tim. This 10-inch Tomlov was like $140. And I mean, I upgraded from a 7-inch. That I don't know if I don't know if that's a Tomlov or not. That might be a different brand. It doesn't say on the screen frame. But I had that one for probably 2 months or a month or something like that. And then I'm like, you know what? I want a 10-inch. And then I got a third one that via Wi-Fi connects to my phone. But it's like a 4-inch screen. So Well, that 7-inch one, I think that one was $39 or something. I bought them all off eBay. You can find exactly what you want on eBay. I mean, you can Amazon too, you know, depending on just whichever one you want to buy from. O2. But Amazon or eBay is going to have probably each of them. I guess if you got Amazon Prime, you get it quicker. The upside to Amazon, I guess. Well, you know, and in all reality, screen size probably won't matter on a couple of them, the models that you look at, because I think most of them now have the ability to essentially like HDMI cord into like a computer screen and stuff. So like you can just transfer what the scope is doing onto a big screen. Wait on this one. All right. Well, let me know where I'm looking, because I'm to the point now where I'm kind of just spinning them looking for die chips and die cracks. So if you see something, you're going to have to send me back to the right spot on it. Back to the front right top on rim. That right there. I forget that my screen is not quite the same as what you see. That's a scratch, if that's what you're looking at. I think that's a gouge, if you're looking at what's going through the S there. I don't know if that's what you were looking at. Now we're getting to the left of the rim. Yeah, I think it's a contact gouge. Good catch though, because I didn't even see it. Because like I said, I'm spinning the coin just looking for a chip. Some things stand out to me, but that I did not see as we went by it. Smashed rim. Yeah, you're talking about that right there. Definitely some type of smashing postment damage on that, if that's what you're referring to on that one. Wish there wasn't so much of a delay in chat to a video, but I guess that's what you deal with in streaming. So here's a 2000 Denver. My note says 2000 wide AM, so I'm assuming that's only on a Philly 2. That is definitely not a wide AM. 2008. I haven't really found anything kind of cool tonight. It's been kind of a unimpressive evening. Another 2000 Denver. Definitely not wide. And nothing else to look at. So I got the note of an extra ear in a 2006, but I'm thinking it's Philly. So there's a couple different DDOs for 2006 Philly. There's definitely no extra ear there. There's no date doubling. And there's no Liberty doubling. Raz, are you still lurking, or my numbers aren't never right on how many people are around. Three more in this jar. Another 2000 Denver. Yeah, the delay just kind of the delay makes it tough when you're doing something like we're doing, like, you know, me looking at a coin and then you maybe seeing something that needs to go back on, and wow, that's gunked up to the point of being gone. Rim damage there. Rim damage there. Last coin in the 2000s to 09s. Should call it 08 because there's never going to be an 09 in the jar. Yeah, especially if I get into the habit of like, before just dumping them into like the big bucket that my returns go back into. You know, if I keep a couple coins in sequence, then you'll be able to give me a year and I'll be able to go back a couple coins and find that year if we want to look at something. It will definitely work even with the delay. All right, that's that jar. I should go get a cup of coffee, but I'm not going to because it's midnight. And if I do another cup of coffee, it's going to be bad. I'll be up till 4. So only... There's a lot less in this jar. Yeah, I'll give you the holler if I need your opinion for sure. A little bit more to look for in these teens, at least from my notes. I don't. So like a 15D has an extra thickness at bottom of letters for a DDR. You know, if I was to get to the point of extra thickness at bottom of letters on the wrong screen for the stream, then I would have to go to the book and just see if I am seeing what I'm seeing. I don't see extra thickness at bottom of letters though. That all looks pretty darn normal to me. $11 very strong doubling of RTY and Liberty and the 2011. I definitely don't see doubling in the 2011. And I don't see it in RTY either. Still a bright coin though. I hate these shield reverses. It's the one thing that I don't like about looking at these newer coins. You have to look at a design that I think is just not that great.
In the driving rain, found John's out hitting on the liquor again. It wasn't too late, about 10:30 when he let loose what the cat dragged in. It was a Sunday. And then morning came in, morning when he tried to make me pay the rent. Said I ain't got no money for you, can I pay my way with these dancing shoes? Thought I was kidding.
15 DDO entry, ERTY and date. DDR on the JFM.
Sometime in a backwoods town, ain't nothing to do 'cause there ain't nothing around. Deputy sheriff ran around the block, but the streets are empty and the doors are locked. Got pretty lonely.
I don't see doubling on the JFM. 14D.
The world outside is mad and cold. You don't grow up, you just grow old. Soon it's over, so they say. But God Almighty, till that day, we'll be burning down the house, tear it to the ground, burn it up, tear it down, burning down the house. We'll be burning down the house, tear it to the ground, burn it up, tear it down, burning down the house.
Ugly looking coin. I hate him. I absolutely hate him. Despise him. I think it was a low effort design. It's just my opinion, I guess. Goofy strike on the L, kind of, maybe. I'm almost to the point of like, stop looking at the reverse of this coin. Or this particular, the shield sense. Yours too. I don't know what about it is, but it's almost like it's annoying to look at. I think my screen gets a little out of focus after I touch the scope so many times. I don't know if I've ever really found anything cool on any of these shield scents. I mean, I suppose someday I'll find something, but... $17p, the only penny that has a P put on it. DDO on ERTY. I don't think it's there. The ERTY definitely looks thicker and stronger than the rest of it, though. just doesn't doubling don't stand out to me on it. But doesn't the RTY look like it's thicker than the rest of the lettering? If you're still hanging around, Tim. I don't know, my notes just say for 17 Philly, DDO on the ERTY. Probably seeing something that's not there. All right, now we're going to the last couple in the 2020s. All right, 2020s. Probably 15 coins, 15 pennies. Hope anybody's still hanging out. Not a lot to look for here. Lincoln log back? Are you talking about the 2009 log back? Or am I not thinking of the coin you're talking about? Oh, okay. So you're talking about the 2009, the one where he's sitting on the log, the formative years. I think that's the formative years one. I think my favorite are the two. Is the presidential one, and the professional years, which is like the second two of the four. Yeah, that I will agree. That one is probably the one that's worst done out of all of them. Because, like, the early years in childbirth, the one with the log cabin is okay, in my opinion. And I do essentially kind of like the formative years. Or no, I do essentially kind of like the professional years. And then the presidential years or whatever they're called. But I will agree that the one we hit with him sitting on the log is the worst of the four. Were you in here when I was just looking at that 2017? I set it aside because I'm like, I don't know if that ERT is a little bit thicker or not. Because there's a double die obverse of the ERTY. But I don't know if you were in here when I was debating it. Alright, I'll go back to it. I got 5 pennies left. Then we'll go back to that 17. And then I'm going to open the 1 pack of football cards for this stream. I'm going to do 1 pack of football cards every time I stream. Unless somebody pays for the Go Pack Go command and triggers another pack opening for a stream. But I'm always going to do 1 pack just for kicks, just to try to hit some Packers. So I'll do these 4 more coins quick, go back to that 17, see what you think, Tim, and then do a pack of football cards and call it a night. I don't know if it actually... So you... Did it say that... So you used it. Did it take 100 coins? Because it costs 100 to essentially trigger the pack opening. I'm wondering if somebody doesn't have 100 coins yet, if it'll tell them you don't have enough to use the command. Which you have enough to use, for sure. Oh, I bet you it has to be capital pack, and both goes have to be. It probably is case sensitive. Now I'm wondering if it'll... Okay, now you did... Oh, Streamlabs says okay. Yeah, so Streamlabs says pack rip triggered. I don't remember if I set it up that way or not. Did it cost you 100? Does it tell you that it cost you 100 coins to use it? Okay, so the 17 Philly has got a DDO in my notes, Tim. It has a DDO that says it should be noticeable on the ERT of Liberty. So this is the 2017 Philly. Now, I think it's too worn to be able to say there's doubling there. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to put sounds on the triggers yet. But I'll always see Streamlabs say, go pack, go football pack rip triggered. So like I said, I don't think this is too circulated to see any doubling. But when I first spun by it, I'm like, boy, the RTY looks like thicker. I'm probably seeing something that really isn't there and stuff, but I'm going to give you that 100 points back on the back end too, Tim, just because I was more curious to see if the Go Pack Go thing was going to work than you having to spend 100 coins on it. I don't know. To me, it just looked like the R and the T and the Y were bigger. I'm probably seeing stuff. All right, so the one pack of football cards for the stream will be you're triggering it. Are you here, Tim? So you tell me which pack I'm ripping. Either the one pack of select or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of score. If you are still here, Tim. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick one. What's this? I was just saying, since you triggered it, this will be the pack opening for the stream, and you can tell me which pack to open. I only have one pack of this select. I picked it up when I picked up the box of score, so it's either the pack of select or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the score. And I'm going to give you your 100 back too, just because I more so wanted to see if that thing was going to work. It went back to its worn? What do you... I have no idea what that means. Tim, how do you only have 19 points right now? I'm going to give you your 100 back. So you're going to have 119. Okay, you went back to its worn. Okay. I see what you're saying now. For some reason when I read that message, I read it as it went back. It's too worn. Okay. It makes sense to me. I went back to it's too worn. I give you 119 back. Okay, so you got 119 back. You had 19 when I looked at the numbers here. So how did it take 200? Let me look at my timers. Or no, let me look at my commands. Go pack go is the command. The response is going to be go pack go football pack rip triggered with an exclamation mark, which Streamlabs did. Let me go. Should have only took 100. I put it as a 600 second cooldown because I don't want to be opening a lot of packs on streams. I think that's like a 10-minute cooldown or something, isn't it? 600 seconds. My base cost is 100 right now. Member cost is 100. Regular cost 100. Moderator cost 100. So it should have only took 100 from you. So if it took 2, I'm gonna go give you 219 now, and we'll just see going forward if it takes 100 from people. It should only be taking 100. So like in the future, let me know if you do it again. But I gave it back to you anyway. So like you said, it's all in fun. Go ahead and pick the pack. Maybe you gamble too much. We'll try to hit a packer. We'll see if our luck will hit us a packer here tonight to end the stream. One, two, three, 4 of score, or were you saying 4 from counting this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way, it'll be a score. So, depending on how you did it. 4 of score. All right, we'll do that. Oh, 4 from left? All right, well then that's the other pack. That would have been the other pack then. All right, let's see if we can get a packer. End the stream on a packer. Can we do it? At least get one Green Bay card. The backside is a Kimani Vidal of the Chargers. And the front is going to be... Hey, look at that. It's a rookie card. Shadir Sanders. I don't know if anybody's going to want that. That'll probably end up on the whatnot listings at some point. I'm guessing rookies are going to end up being in the front on these. Green. Green. Oh, that's probably the best one we could get. And Matthew Golden. Not a parallel or anything. It's just, I don't know if I'm impressed with this year's card design, but it's okay, I guess. Well, that goes to the PC. My son will be keyed about that one for sure. Matthew Golden. I like that. So the rookies are in the front. James Pierce Jr. for Atlanta. I don't know if he's going to be good or not. Antoine Wells Jr. for the Giants. Here is a 1282 for league leaders Brian Thomas Jr. That's kind of a retro card. Travis Hunter. Or this is what the cards look like, and those first rookie cards are what the rookies are going to look like, I guess. A 49 Joe Burrow card. Insert league leaders. Too bad he's hurt. DJ Moore, throwbacks. This is the first I've seen the score cards for the year. Chicago Bears, throwbacks. An old Oiler, Ken Houston, a safety. That's kind of cool. I guess I'm not too upset with how the scorecards look this year. You want the Sanders? Here is a Panthers. Rico Dowell. Email me at Backwoods Collector at gmail.com. Email me your address and I'll just send it to you. Rico Dowell. Chase Brown. Tyrone Tracy Jr. Is this a Brown again? Denzel Ward. Lion. This might be a good card. Oh, yeah. It's not a rookie or anything. It's not his rookie year, but Detroit Lion fan might pick that up for $2. Or if I'll put it on whatnot for $1. And then the final Kamani Vidal. Yeah, Tim, if you want this Sanders card, send me an email with your address if you're willing to do that. I send it to you. It's actually probably a pretty decent card, actually. I'm keyed to get that. I'm gonna give it. Just because it's our first round pick, I'm gonna give it another pack. I'm gonna give it another one.
Go, Pack, go!
Backwoods Collector. Just all one word. My username at Gmail. It's a Gmail account. I'll throw it in a bubble mailer. I got a bunch of bubble mailers that I use for whatnot sales. I don't know if there's anything else kind of cool in here, but no real big name rookies cards. This other than the Sanders and my Golden. I don't know if James Pierce Jr. is going to be good for Atlanta or not. I don't know. We'll see. No. Take the 2529 off of it. Just use Backwoods Collector at gmail.com. So essentially, I guess I was wrong in saying it's my username because I know there's numbers at the back of my username for YouTube. So take the numbers off and just go straight Backwoods Collector at gmail.com. And just tell me in the email that it's you, Tim, and drop me your address. Yeah, it is. It's his score rookie card, so. Yep. That's it right there. Backwoods Collector at gmail.com. Sounds good. I'm going to call it a stream, my man. I will, I'm going to, now that all my jars are empty, I mean, my jars are literally empty. Well, I got some quarters and stuff, but I don't do a lot of quarters, so I'm going to do a hunt at some point this weekend. I just don't know if it'll be tomorrow or Saturday. It probably won't be Sunday because I'll be too into watching football. That's crazy that I get the best Packer card I could get in pack 1 of that box. Well, there's probably better cards in that box yet, but not for me as a Packer fan. And that's actually probably the best card of the pack. Is the Sanders. Or probably the more desirable one. Unless you're a Packer fan, like me. I should probably click on that link and see if that link is the right link. I'd still like to know how I opened up that other screen. I know it was... I know it was over here somewhere. Ooh, that was a big thunder. We're definitely getting the rain I thought that was coming. So now I find it. Let me look. Let me look. Got it, Tim. I just sent you a reply back that says, yep, got it. So that's the email you want to use, like, going forward in the future. It didn't come through, but I don't think I refreshed, so. Nah, it did. I got it now. Got it. I'll throw it in the mail either tomorrow or... I think he's going to be probably okay. I don't really say label any of the rookies as a flop, especially the quarterback rookies, until you kind of get to that second, third year and you know you're still in the league, you're on a team, stuff like that. You know, so I mean, he could pan out. I mean, is he? He's not playing, is he? Is he playing right now? Yeah, I know he's one of those guys that really needs to not talk, but I mean, look where he came from. Look who his dad is. So he must be backing up Joe Flacco, because we play these guys on Sunday, and I know the Packers coordinators are planning on Flacco, obviously, because Flacco played last week and stuff. So, but did he get traded from Cleveland, or is he still on Cleveland? I didn't really follow him that much, so. They benched him. Did he play week 1? I'll have to go back and look and see if he played week 1. Oh, he wants out of Cleveland. Yeah, so it's going to be drama. Most definitely going to be drama then. All right, I'm going to call it a stream, my man. I think I'm pushing 3 hours, so got some stuff done. Percentage was way off. He's a rookie. I mean, he's got the physical talent. He'll be around for a couple years for sure. It's just he's got to find his place and hang on to the card for a couple years, and he ends up a starter and a star or something. Ends up being a good pickup. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Tim. Well, like I said, I'm gonna do a hunt one of these days. It's either gonna be tomorrow or sometime Saturday. It's not probably gonna be Sunday because I'm gonna be watching football. And there's no time for me to really know when I'm gonna go live and do the hunt. But it'll be my 4 nickels, 3 pennies, 2 quarters, and $1. So it'll just, if you don't catch it live, it'll be on the channel as a replay. Yeah, he needs to watch yeah, exactly. I mean, more teams need to do what we do with our draft pick quarterbacks. Have a quarterback that they sit behind for 3 years and then let him play. You know, we did it. We did that. We did it with Rodgers behind Favre, and then we did that with Love behind Rodgers. But the reason we can do that, you know, and the reason that the Green Bay Packers can do that is because the team's not owned by an impatient owner that, you know, you draft a first round number whatever high top 10 quarterback in the draft, and like if the team's owned by somebody, some individual, they don't have the patience to do what the Packers do, and they want to win now, they want to play that player now and stuff. And I think that's what creates a lot of busts. You know, I mean, who came out and did it pretty well? Mahomes. I think Joe Burrow did it well. So you have some that it works for, but I just don't think it works for all of them like that. You know, I truly think if Love didn't sit behind Rodgers for 3 years, Love could be a bust, you know. Yep, you're right. But anyways, I'm going to call it a night. There's thunder cracking here pretty good. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if I start to lose internet and stuff at some point here, and the dog probably is going crazy upstairs. He's not really afraid of thunder, but he gets a little squirrely. He's not as scared as some dogs. So thanks for hanging out, Tim. Much appreciated. Always cool to have, I say it every stream, always cool to have somebody hang around and, look at coins with, and now open cards and stuff. We're going to do that once a stream at least, even if nobody triggers a pack opening. There's going to be one pack on every stream at some point during a stream. So, because I like my cards too. So, all right, we'll talk to you later, Tim. Thanks a lot for hanging out. We'll see you next time.